Okay, so we're looking at a cutaway model of a Pratt Whitney R-4360 air-cooled radial aircraft engine. And I'm not an aircraft engine expert or anything, but I know about car engines, and I think just from looking at this, I've been able to piece together how it worked, or what the major parts are, I should say. Alright, so up there it says cylinders, 4 rows of 7 cylinders, right? So we're looking at this thing from the side, and over here on the left, that's where the propeller would be, right? Just like that over there. It would be there. 4 rows of 7 cylinders. So row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, row number 4. Then if we go around to the front here, I don't know if there'll be enough space to show this, but okay, we're looking at kind of the front row, although at the top you can see some of the other rows too. But the front row here, we see first cylinder the front row, second cylinder the front row, third cylinder, fourth cylinder, fifth cylinder, and cylinders 6 and 7 have been removed for the purposes of the cutaway. This cutaway was built to, show mechanics how their own engines worked. Now, I mean, cars, of course, the basic unit of an internal combustion engine is, the cylinder. I mean, really, this is in a lot of ways very similar to a car. Okay, I'm forgetting the title, exactly what the name of the part is. It's either a crankshaft or a camshaft, but it's a long, like a metal pipe that runs through the center. You can't see it because everything else is covering it up, but it's really important. All this other stuff, happens, and it rotates that. So this in turn rotates, spins the propeller. Right. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay. Can't remember exactly what the names of the parts are, but this is kind of spring loaded. So is this over here. This will push open, and oxygen will come in. It'll be mixed with fuel. I think this is I'm pretty sure that this is a fuel line right here. Yeah, it's the fuel line. There's the main fuel line right there. Another individual fuel line branching out from that. And main fuel line, here's another fuel line branching out to another cylinder. Fuel line comes in, sprays in fuel. Oxygen also comes in from the outside. I'm not sure if this is the oxygen or if this is the exhaust. The fuel and the air mix up in here, and then they're ignited. Creates an explosion, which of course is why it's an internal combustion engine. There's combustion, and if we go down to here, we can see the piston head or the piston face. Can't remember what it's called. But when there's an explosion in here, a force forces that down, and then of course that pushes down here, and the up and down motion of the piston going up and down is transferred into torque rotational motion on the crankshaft or camshaft, a thing I mentioned earlier. I can't remember exactly what it is. Okay, so if there are 4 rows of 7 cylinders, that means there are 28 cylinders total working on this, just to spin the propeller around. And yeah, let's have a look here. Yeah, this has to be another fuel line. Yeah, isn't it? And they keep branching off to the cylinders. Okay. Wow, that's greasy. Yeah, fuel line. And then, pretty sure this is exhaust. Like all the smoke and stuff that would be produced by the combustion. Come here. This is from one cylinder, another cylinder, third cylinder. Notice how the whole pipe is getting wider as it goes further along, because there's more and more smoke from more and more cylinders. And then finally there's this, and this gets ejected out the side of the plane near the front. just around the cockpits. And this is the back of the engine. Okay. So it's actually very similar to, in principle, yeah, in principle it's almost identical to how just the normal passenger car works. It's just more complicated. Or it's just the same unit kind of repeated many more times. Yeah.